you doing?
Fine.
Happy Sabbath. I have to tell you, I'm so happy it's Sabbath. And I have a question for you guys, and I have a question for everybody out here. If I asked you to climb up on a ladder and fall backwards and I would catch you, who would trust me? Wow. Wow. Actually, you guys are pretty smart. Sometimes trust comes very hard. We as humans in our relationships, even though maybe we've been married for 40, 50 years, there's always that doubt of trust. There's a story in the Bible that tells us about trust, and I will always, when I do my children's story, probably 99% of the time, we'll talk about Jesus. That's my favorite thing to do. And I don't know what you guys do at school or at home, but you need to talk about Jesus. It's just lots of fun. And the story in the Bible is, early in the morning, Jesus came down from the hill, walking towards the Sea of Galilee, which is actually a very large lake, and the disciples were sleeping in the boat. And how many disciples were there? 12. So that'd be a pretty good boat, pretty large-sized boat. And all of a sudden, they see something way in the distance, and they got kind of scared. They thought it was like a ghost or something. And Peter, bless him, I love Peter to death. Peter reminds me a lot of me. Open my mouth and insert foot. I have to say. And it's the master. Key word, master. We're going to talk about that word in a minute. But the disciples weren't sure. And Peter yells across the water, Master, if that's you, call me to you. Let me walk across the water too. How many here have walked on water? One time when my boys were young, we went camping, and there was this stream, and there were these rocks. I said, guys, I could walk on water. And I walked across the stream on the rocks, and they're just amazed. I had to tell them, guys, I walked across the rocks. And if you want to cross the stream, these are the rocks you have to walk. But Jesus was walking on the water. You know why he was walking on the water? Because he's master, creator, and savior. So he had the authority within himself to walk on water. So he called Peter, and it's really windy, kind of stormy. It's not raining, but the winds are blowing really, really hard. Ever been in a big, strong wind? We don't get them here often, but sometimes we do. And as Peter's walking, the wind kind of blows him a little bit one way and blows him a little bit the other. He got afraid. And the Bible tells us we're not to have an attitude of fear. Because Jesus says, lo, I am with you always. No fear. But Peter became afraid. So what happened to Peter? Somebody tell me. I know you know. Down in the water he went. I think it's kind of funny myself. If Jesus told me to walk on water, I would be so focused on him, and I'd be walking across the water. But Peter lost his focus. And Peter went straight down into the water. Sometimes in school, at home, with our friends, with our brothers and sisters, our parents, we lose our focus and we lose sight of Jesus. And our attitudes kind of go where? Down. But the good news is, the Bible tells, and these are the guys, I want you to look at me right in the eyes. Look in my eyes. Okay? The three most important words I'll ever share with you. When Peter went down, he said, Lord, save me.
Amen.
Don't ever forget those words. When when the winds get tough, life gets tough, you can't make a way, God will make a way. And remember, you have to ask, Lord, save me. So here's Peter going down. He yells out to Jesus, Lord, save me. And the Bible says, in 2 weeks, Jesus came and saved him. Is that right? No. It said immediately. Immediately. What does immediate mean? And that was too late. Right now is too late. Immediately, bam. Jesus will be there. You can trust him in whatever you do. So when we get into situations at home, at school, with our friends, that just blow us over, what do? You guys can answer. Lord, save me. Thank you guys. I love you and Jesus does too.